this guy hated me. What he gave me umfana, if you want me to come to Joburg, then you're gonna pay for everything. Relax, calm your titties down. You're not important. I still stayed. Hey guys, my name is Kulilekani Angela and welcome to my YouTube channel. As you read the title, this is my new series, my worst dating / stalking stage experiences, and this is episode 1. I don't know how many episodes this is gonna be. It's all gonna depend if you guys actually enjoyed the first episode and if you guys want to hear more. Before we get into the video, we'd like to thank today's sponsors. Today's video is sponsored by Wow That's Fire. Wow That's Fire is a clothing brand from Cape Town that sells high quality clothes from crop tops, sweatpants, fitted caps, t-shirts, everything. You're literally not gonna regret buying their clothes because the quality is actually very good. And I'm saying this because I also have their merchandise. I also have some of the clothes from them, and I also have my chocolate man from them. You buy the clothes, you get the man. Yeah, so now let's get into the video. Firstly, I want to say that if you want to judge me, it's fine, you can judge me. I wouldn't blame you because I also judge myself every now and then that like, what were you thinking? I remember when I was in high school, I used to be like, Zulu man at the hill that I'm willing to die on. But after dating this guy, this one Zulu guy, well, not dating, we were just like talking, but it was going towards that direction, I was like, maybe Zulu men are not all that. Zulu men are actually the worst. A lot of y'all think Xhosa men are the worst, but honestly, Zulu men, they're actually not very nice people. I've had my experience with Zulu men and I don't want to have it again. Thanks. So I met this guy last year at a CO event. CO is Campus Outreach, which is a community for Christian students, for them to build their faith and also connect and learn more about God. So I was also part of that community and I met him at one of the events, and last year we didn't really talk. We were just like, hi, how are you? Are you good? And we followed each other on Instagram. It was just that, nothing deep. The whole of last year we didn't talk. We were not friends until this year. This year, I moved to Stellenbosch because of school, and that's when we started talking. We just talked randomly this one day. I think he replied to my story. I'm no longer sure how it started, but we basically started talking this year. And after that, I could see that he's actually a cool guy. Like, he's actually a really cool guy. I'm also a cool girl. Why don't we be cool together? You know, he would always say stuff like, the reason why I didn't approach you last year was because we met under weird circumstances, because we were talking about God on our first conversation, and I wanted to keep the relationship like that, just for us to, like, when you talk about God, I didn't want to build a relationship just after we had talked about God. And honestly, now that I think about it, it really doesn't make sense to me why he would say something like that. If you actually like a person and if you actually wanna talk to someone and get to know someone better, then you would approach them. You would really approach them. Me personally, if I am talking about God with someone, if they ask me to be their girlfriend or something like that, I would actually agree, because like I've come to a point in my life where I'm like, I don't want to be in a relationship that is not God driven. I don't want to be in a relationship with a person who doesn't know God. Silly me, I actually was like, oh, okay, I understand what you mean. Like, I get you. I was like, I get you. I understand what you mean. Yeah, nah. You know, I was agreeing with him because I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I felt like I hit the jackpot with that guy because he was hot. When I mean hot, I mean hot. He's hot. He's such a good-looking man. He is such a fine man. Like, literally the finest, one of the finest men I've ever talked to. He's light-skinned. I know. Never date a light-skinned nigga. They are not worth it. Mfana light-skinned, a baby girl. And I just want to point out that this whole time, we were talking on Instagram. He never asked for my number or anything like that. We're just talking on Instagram. So I told my friends about it. I'm like, guys, this guy's not asking for my number. I don't know what's happening. We've just been speaking on Instagram for months. Like, it really doesn't make sense why he wouldn't want my number, because he told me that he wants to pursue something with me. Like, it was a mutual thing that let's get to know each other, and then, maybe like if we get along, if we understand each other, if we're sure that this is what we want, then we can be in a relationship. My friends are like literally telling me that that's a red flag. But gay, silly me, silly cool. Like, I knew he wasn't a hot guy, wasn't a pretty guy, like a good looking man. And I was like, okay, fine, guys, maybe he's just taking his time, like, yeah, but I was dumb. I was just dumb. It just didn't want my number. I was literally there just to entertain him. This one time, I actually lied to him. I was like, my Instagram is I lied to him. I was like, my Instagram is giving me problems, so I'm not gonna be active for that long, or like I'm not gonna be active for a while. I thought after I said that, he was gonna be like, oh, give me your number so we can talk on WhatsApp, or like, oh, give me your number or something so we can talk on iMessage. Like, I thought he was gonna say something along those lines, but no, he didn't, guys. Yo. He didn't say any of that. He was just like, oh, we'll talk when your Instagram is okay. Yo. Guys. But yeah, I still stayed. I still continued talking to him. Yeah. Because I liked him. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. I genuinely did like him. Fast forward. This one time he called me at night. We talked like almost the whole night until I fell asleep. And the following morning, I texted him. This is when everything all started. I texted him the following morning. I texted him, wake up when, like, as a joke. Obviously, like, guys, if I'm used to you, if a person is used to you, like, sometimes you don't even have to say good morning. You can just say like some weird things. Like, you can just go into the conversation, or like just say wake up, bro, like, something like that, right? Did Umfana not get angry? He literally got angry because I said wake up when, and he proceeded to take a screenshot of that text and posted it on his Instagram story, and was like, while other people wake up to good morning text, I'm subjected to this nonsense. I still stayed. Yeah. What's he gave me, Mufana? Why are you speaking like this? Is everything okay? Are you okay? And I was like, nah, I'm hungry. I thought he was genuinely asking, like, are you okay? Type of thing. And I was like, no, I'm just hungry. And he was like, this is how you talk to me. And I'm like, whoa, what is happening now? Like, what is happening here? And he's like, I'm just wondering, because he like, is this how you talk to me? Is this what I get for like staying up with you the whole night until you fell asleep? Mina ngafaka ama emoji, those little cute, those cute eye emojis. And I say sorry. He was like, I don't think there's ever been a time when you woke up to such text from me. If there is, then I'm sorry. What's a good morning, Mukuzayo, and Geko Ufe baby girl. And then he was like, how was your sleep? Mina, after he said that, I was like, I feel like you are making a huge deal out of nothing. I think that's when I woke up. This guy is actually being disrespectful, and he's actually not being nice. And I was like, I feel like you're making a huge deal out of nothing. And then he was like, that's why I'm reprimanding you. What do you mean that is why you're reprimanding me? And I was like to him, nigga, I'm not a child for you to reprimand. Like, I'm literally not a child. I know what's wrong, I know what's right. So you're not about to talk to me like that. Or you must want to be my mother, because you can't want to be my man talking to me like that. Guys, when I said I am not a child to be reprimanded, he was literally like to me, sometimes I doubt that. that was when I was like, oh my god, Kulelekani, like this guy is so disrespectful. So I tell my friend, I'm like, I tell Chloe to be specific, I'm like, girl, this guy just said all of this to me, and I don't know how I'm gonna respond to this guy. So she was like, don't worry, leave it to me. She drafted a message for me, which is such a girlhood thing. She drafted a message for me telling the guy, because like, I feel like you were making a big deal out of the thing, and also that the message was just a joke. Me saying wake up when I was actually just a joke. It was nothing that deep, it was just banter. And also the way he talked to me afterwards was actually unacceptable. The manner of approach was actually very wrong and all of that. And he was like to me, he responded this with this longest paragraph on some, I hear you and I respect your opinion, but I believe that if I am to apologize, then I have to know why I'm wrong. This is after I told this guy everything he did wrong, the way he talked to me, the way he even said, I'm a child. And I also pointed out the fact that why would you post stuff like that on your Instagram story? Who are you trying to impress? Like, why would you, no, actually, why would you post that on your Instagram story? Like, why would you post that on Instagram? First, like, why? Like, why would you do that? Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that to me? Like, literally, who are you trying to impress? You know? He said a whole bunch of things, honestly. And after that, I also sent him a text and I was like, I appreciate you for speaking out on how you feel. I also appreciate you apologizing for posting those chats on your story. But I also feel like you are only apologizing only because I pointed it out and not because you want to apologize, or like, I feel like you just don't mean the apology. And I was like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. And then I don't remember what he said, but this screenshot is half. I can't find the other part. But I say to him, I don't think we understand each other. I'm more angry about the principle here. And also, it's funny how you've been saying you get me, but your post is literally still up. He hadn't deleted the post on his story. Even after I told him that I don't like that, why are you doing that? He literally deleted. And then he's like to me, I'm not one to leave conversations hanging, but I understand that you don't want to talk about it no more, and I respect that. Right now, I don't know what else to say. I'll keep quiet and leave you in peace out of respect. I just liked the message. The story doesn't end there, guys. I went back after a while, after a month or two. I went back to him and I was like, I apologize for how I spoke to you at the time. I didn't mean to. I was listening to my friends. Yo, it's even embarrassing to say. It's literally embarrassing to even tell you guys, because what was I thinking? And he was like, nah, I get you. This was on a call. He was like, nah, I get you, and I actually accept your apology, even though I felt like that time you were a people's pleaser. What's he gave me umfana, I'm a people's pleaser. What's it, I was pleasing the people. And this one time I was telling him that no, actually, like, lately I've been working on my relationship with God and all of that. I'm doing it for myself, not for the people around me, right? And he was like, yeah, I am actually on the same journey. He was like, nah, I'm actually on the same journey on working on my relationship with God. I don't know if he was lying or he was just saying that just for the sake of saying it. He said what he said, and then after the conversation, he was like to me, I like you a little different now. So after the call, he was like, can you please give me your number? That's when he asked for my WhatsApp number. After all these months, he didn't want my number. But now he wants my WhatsApp number. I was like, can you please give me your number? Stupid me was actually happy. You should have seen how I was Auntie, you should have seen how I was jumping around the house because he asked for my number. After all these months, see me. So I gave him my number and we started talking on WhatsApp. Conversation was still going great. And then, guys, this one morning, I was like, hi. It was a I think, no, it was not a Sunday. It was a Friday. It was a Friday. It was like, hi, how are you? How are you doing? And I was like, I'm good. How are you? And he's like, I'm all good because it's Friday. He said a whole bunch of things. He was like, I'm all good because I'm prayed up. I'm all good because it's a Friday and all like that. I was like, oh, that's nice. I also just finished my morning devotions and I felt good. Oh, and he was like to me, I'm all good because I'm talking to you. And I was like, oh, so am I that important to you now? Like, because I was trying to feel cute, guys. Like, do you blame me? Do you blame me? Like, I was like, am I that important to you that you feel good because you talk to me? Umfana wathi, nope. No. Relax, kulekani. Not yet. You're not yet important to me. Relax. Calm your titties down. You're not important. He was also like, but I'm showing you the potential of how things can be if you put in the mind, the work, and the heart into it. I mean, I replied to that text with a shaking my head text. I was like, SMH, like, cause what do you mean? Like, what do you mean? What are you talking about right now? Like, what do you mean? We'll find out what he gave me. I'm just saying that this can be an everyday thing if you wanted to. All you have to do is put in the work. I personally didn't understand what he meant by if you just put in the work. What work am I putting? And I was like to him, nigga, why don't you also put in the work? Because I'm also the prize too. Sure, you look good. You're a good looking man. You're a snack. But I am also the prize here. Like, I look good too. I look sexy too. I look the fuck good too. Like, I literally look so good too. What do you mean? How? He was like to me, he replied with the laughing emoji first. But he basically said that I actually do put in the work every day. Every day I work on myself so I can be the type of nigga that you want, the type that ticks all the boxes. Mind you, when he's saying all of this, talking about working on himself every day, he's talking about going to the gym. Like, literally, I'm not even joking, guys. He's literally talking about going to the gym and working on his muscles. Because I remember when we were still talking before all of this drama, he used to be like, every day I work on myself so that I can attract pretty women like you. That's why I always work on my body. That's why I always go to the gym. Because if I don't go to the gym, I won't be able to attract pretty women like you. I feel like he fails to understand the fact that sometimes women don't care about the looks, but it's what you say. It's the respect they want. They actually want a man who's going to respect them, who's going to love them, who's matured enough. A man who's not going to think, just because I look good, then I'm going to get every single woman. Oh, I blocked him after this. I literally didn't even respond to this text. I just blocked them. Also, guys, I forgot to tell you, we had planned to go out when I leave Stellenbosch and back in Joburg. We planned we were going to go out. We planned that I was going to go to Midrand to see him, and he was going to take me to like a very nice spot and all of that. And after that, I was going to go back to Joburg, obviously. And I was like to him, something came up and I might not be able to come to Midrand. Is it okay if you just look for a spot in Joburg and you just come to Joburg and we can go out in Joburg, not in Midrand? What he gave me, umfana, if you want me to come to Joburg, then you're gonna pay for everything. Then I pay for the date because I'm coming to you now. You're not the one who's coming to me anymore. I'm the one who's coming to you. So pay for everything. Pay for a nice date. He even had the nerve, literally the nerve, to tell me where he wants to go and how much it was and how much I'm going to be paying. Literally. Yeah, now the only thing that he was going to do was come to Joburg. And that was it. And I was going to pay for everything. What taking me? And I don't want to go to some restaurant in Bramfontein or like just some restaurants that I've been to. I want to go to this particular place. I don't know what he took me for. Like I I literally don't know what he took me for. Like, I feel sorry for the woman he's gonna end up with. No, actually, maybe he's gonna be nice to her. Maybe he just hated me. At this point, I'm like, this guy just hated me. The worst experiences I've had was with Zulu man. Honestly, like, it really doesn't make sense. Hi, yeah, me. Nah. If a man actually likes you, he's gonna show you that he likes you. If he hates you, he's also gonna show you that he hates you and he actually doesn't like you. This guy hated me. He didn't like me. He hated me. I need therapy. I need therapy. I need to heal from Zulu man because this was not very nice. These people were not very nice to me. And I hope you guys actually liked this video. If you want to hear more stories, please let me know, guys. Please tell me and I'm gonna tell you guys more stories. Just tell me, guys, how many episodes this should be, because I have a lot of stories to tell you about this man, like literally a lot. And the crazy part is those were talking stages. Like during a talking stage, you would expect a guy to like just show you that he wants you, like he likes you, like he actually wants to be with you. But the ones that I've had, they actually just show me that they don't want me, that they actually hate me, you know? My name is Kulekani Angela. I've had the worst experiences with men. I hope you actually like this video. I hope you like, you subscribe, you comment, you share to your family, to your friends, to your dogs, to your neighbors. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Mwah.